Well, hello and happy spring, but more importantly, happy birthday to my mom, my awesome mom who had 9 children. And the best thing she ever did was to tell me to write my papers like I was explaining it to her, which is precisely what I've done my whole life, including my dissertation, which she said she didn't understand at all. But this is how I try to help people understand regulation is I just act like I'm talking to my mom. But hopefully, Mom, you will understand my summary of this week's 23,745 regulatory alerts because I'm sick and my kid is home on spring break and my husband, the lawyer, is in the office. But just as that never stopped you from getting it all done, it doesn't stop me either. And it shouldn't stop any of you parents out there because you can be the world's leading regulatory expert on your topic in under 5 minutes a week. And you better not let your competitor get RegAlytics before you do, because you will be left in the dust, my friend. So give me a call. A single-use research seat is reasonably priced, and you can share your findings with your colleagues at the rest of the firm. So, Mom, this week America passed 621 new bills, and it's Utah in the lead with 277 new laws this week, which of course makes it the official regulator of the week. And there were 2 new laws in Utah that I think you would find interesting as a former kindergarten aide, but mostly it's going to make you sad because, look, I don't get what's going on with the guns in our schools either. But anyway, the first one, the gross one, is a revised version of the unlawful kissing of a child or minor. Ugh. Don't worry. I also get sad when laws like this even need to be passed, but even sadder when I realize it was probably prompted by something in real life that happened. Anyway, this new bill includes a complete definition of what constitutes unlawfully kissing a child and also outlines exactly when the I don't know excuse works for what acts and at what age. Very depressing, but also sad. And regardless of how you feel about the solutions to school shootings, Utah made it legal for teachers to carry guns in schools if they pass certain tests and if they have it in a biometric gun safe stored in the classroom, but only when they themselves are present, which means they take it home with them and bring it in every day. And biometric means it can only be opened with their eyes or fingerprints or other, identifier to them. But if they do this, they can actually get a reimbursement from the state security chief. The topic of the week is housing. So during his State of the Union address, Biden talked about his budget and how part of that plan includes 185 billion aimed at making housing more affordable, which presumably is also going to help alleviate these exploding homeless population we have, and also some of the challenges with refugees that have made it in our borders. So this plan includes the building of 2 million additional homes. The reaction to this, it came in the form of a special Senate hearing that was hosted by the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, and it included classic red and blue disagreements on the cause and the solution to housing crisis. But there is no denying by either side that interest rates are playing a role. And then Lael Brainerd, which is the National Economic Advisor to the president, also explained in a speech this week that one part of the proposal would include providing low interest rate loans to cities and tribes for them to produce more affordable multifamily housing. Finally, Senator Sherrod Brown, which is the lead Democrat of this particular Senate committee, he proposed a new bill called the Yes in God's Backyard Act that would support churches and other faith-based organizations to build affordable housing on their land. So what else do you need to know, Mom? Well, the Department of Homeland Security has announced the launch of its artificial intelligence roadmap, which explains how the US government is going to be leveraging the new technology to protect the homeland. And this is really interesting because also this week, the SEC announced that it has settled two charges against two investment advisors for making false and misleading statements about how they were using artificial intelligence. One of these investment firms said they could offer tax loss harvesting services and some other stuff that I think it's actually illegal for them to promise to people that can be done. So that's it for you, Mom. That's it for RegAlytics, but happy birthday and I love you. And to the rest of you, there is no reason you can't be the world's leading expert on any regulatory topic in under 5 minutes a week. We have the global supply chain of the world's regulatory alerts in one very easy to use place. And if you need a solution for anything related to regulation, give us a call.